How C418 got fired by Minecraft and made history.
C418 was the man behind Minecraft's universally beloved original soundtrack. Then,
No, I'm gonna like the video.
when Microsoft bought the game, he vanished.
What? Wait,
More
what?
than a decade later, those same tracks received one of the greatest honors in music history.
Oh my god,
Back
my
in the early
eyes.
2000s, long before any of this, C418 was working an awful manufacturing job. 10 hours a day, he was forced to do back-breaking manual labor on an assembly line. But one day, his brother introduced him to music production, and he was hooked. Suddenly, this new exciting hobby occupied most of his free time. C418 never expected to make any money from music, but he did want to see where it could go. So, he joined an indie game forum in the hopes that some developers might want his music for their projects. And it was on this forum where he met the man that would change the course of his entire life.
Notch.
Notch. C418 started to get involved with a new indie project called Minecraft, and one day, Notch, Minecraft's developer, was ready to add music. But he was having a problem. Minecraft was such an open-ended game that any music Notch tried felt cheap and out of place. Imagine if Minecraft sounded like this and you get the idea. This is when C418 tentatively mentioned that he made music in his spare time. So he sent a few examples. The style was very ambient and he was kind of nervous people wouldn't even recognize it as music. But in that moment, Notch said the last thing he could have expected.
What do you think of doing music and sound effects for my game?
Holy shit!
This was a welcome opportunity, but Minecraft was nothing more than a prototype, so he wouldn't get paid much.
Let me sweeten the deal. You keep 100% of the rights and royalties, and you get complete creative freedom.
I'm in! I will be taking this very seriously. I wonder what the nether portal should sound like. I bet I have some fucking sprays that I can use. That'll do.
Jokes aside, well, I don't know if it counts as a joke if he actually did it, but Minecraft's soundtrack was presenting some challenges. Most indie games, especially ones with pixelated graphics, had chiptune soundtracks. But C418 both didn't like the style and sucked at making it, so instead, he went for something ambient and beautiful.
Banger. Wait, what was the song?
He used a lot of acoustic instruments to
I've
form a
been
really calming
blazing
musical
books
landscape.
and
He took inspiration from
I'm in
Aphex Twin and a bunch of other names you're
Minecraft.
even less likely to recognize. But it contrasted with the Minecraft gameplay in
Yeah.
a really nice way.
Is
Another
it
challenge was Minecraft's super limited sound engine. At the time, it didn't support
freaking
looping or location-based audio.
pig?
So, he solved this
Okay,
by
I
having
cannot
music
hit the
played
notes
randomly
after
and
that.
sporadically interspersed by periods of silence. This could make ordinary moments feel momentous and beautiful. C418 released the first album on March 4th, 2011, and it was met with nearly unanimous love. But despite all of this, he still had to spend the majority of his time in a cold, dark factory. But then something incredible happened. Minecraft became so huge, C418 was able to quit his job and live purely off the
Wait, but my question is why why C418 songs are not copyrighted? I wonder why. It should be copyrighted though. I'm not sure it's a couple of or whatever. I feel like it's dozens of my shorts. I've used C418 songs on there and it's like I'm not getting any copyrighted, like this is like considered a copyrighted material or something, you know?
royalties from his music. In 2013, he released the second album, which expanded
Oh.
the soundtrack to new areas like the Nether and Creative
Volume
Mode.
better. That's insane.
This time,
Wait, what is a song? I've never even heard of that song.
the style was darker and more electronic, and once again, it was nearly unanimously loved. It cemented itself as a core part of Minecraft's community.
I only know Minecraft. Minecraft is a title, song title. Not just, I'm not talking about the game's title. Minecraft, C418's Minecraft, and Sweden, and what else? We have, Beginnings 2. Is that right? Beginnings 2. And like, oh man, there were a lot of songs. Excuse, Mellow High, Aria Math. Oh my god. Aria Math is one of the GOAT song. Wet Hands, okay? And Dry Hands too. And Subwoofer Lullaby, okay? And Clarky Hackstorm. Oh my god, Hackstorm is so goated. Hackstrom, is that how I pronounce it? Hagstrom. Moog City 2. Oh my god, Moog City, bro.
I personally prefer it to the first one, and everything was going amazing. He quit his shitty job to pursue his passion, and life couldn't be better.
Subwoofer Lullaby is so goated, man.
Until everything changed. And real quick, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe so YouTube will actually recommend me to you again. Thanks! Self-promotion!
What do you mean self-promotion? I didn't subscribe. GG. I'm sorry.
In 2014, Minecraft was acquired by Microsoft. Uniquely, C418 owned 100% of the rights and royalties to his music, which made perfect sense for an indie game. But there wasn't a snowball's chance in hell Microsoft would let that happen again. The only way C418 would be allowed to continue making music for Minecraft is if he gave up the rights to it completely. They were at a standstill. C418 even had an entire finished third album fully ready to be added to the game, but Microsoft wouldn't budge. The album is still yet to see the light of day. So they tried negotiating again, and we don't know the specifics, but it seems like this time they worked something out. In 2018, he did contribute 3 tracks to 1.13, but those would be his final contributions to the soundtrack, ever. To this day, they failed to properly work something out. Microsoft went on to hire new composers like Lena Raine, who's talented and prolific in her own right, but Microsoft ultimately owns her work. That being said, all things considered, the new soundtrack she and the other artists made have done a remarkably good job.
Lena Raine, wait, is it Lena Raine who created the Pig Step? The Pig Step, you know, the song.
Following up the work of C418.
Minecraft official disc. Oh, okay.
It's obviously not.
I mean, Pig Step is like still not copyrighted. Did you guys know that? Like, it's still not copyrighted. I thought it was copyrighted.
The new additions are also much more biome specific instead of just playing randomly. I don't know, or so I'm told. I haven't played with music on in years, but anyway. Pig Step is a bad example, but if you go through a bunch of the soundtrack that these various
Pig Step is one of the go-to songs, I would say.
Artists have made, a lot of it is pretty indistinguishable from something C418 would make.
Oh man, why just stop? You gotta keep playing that song, man. Blind spots. Oh yeah, this was a thing. What?
That being said, it seems for now C418 will never do music for Minecraft again, even though he would like to. He continued to do soundtracks independently, like for Cookie Clicker, but music is an incredibly volatile income. It's like being a YouTuber multiplied by 10. There's a reason I know how to make music and choose to do this instead. C418 also doesn't trust the music streaming industry for a second. So he knew he needed some kind of way to have a more reliable, consistent income. And that brings me to 2021. He co-founded an indie game studio called Ivy Road, and recently he came out with the soundtrack for their first game. It's called Wanderstop. It's a cozy simulator themed around burnout.
But there's no way this is sponsored by him. Wanderstop.
Working as a full-time composer for this studio makes a lot of sense. And he also started selling Minecraft albums on vinyl, which is something he could never do under Microsoft.
I want to buy that, man.
So he seems to be doing well. He's passionately tweeting about trans rights and overall parasocially judging.
Whoa.
He's passionately tweeting about he seems happy. And that would be fine. All of that would be great, right? There's really no way to transition this because it came so out of the blue. But just this year, something incredible happened. One of the greatest musical honors of all time. He was added to the Library of Congress. Now, if you're like 14 or you're not American, you might not know what that is. Basically, it's one of the largest libraries in the world run by the US government. The goal is to preserve things that are culturally or historically significant for centuries and millennia to come. They only select 25 recordings per year to add. And this year, one of these slots was filled by C418's first album for Minecraft. This is only the second video game soundtrack to be included and the first full album. The only other one is the original Mario theme. A spokesperson said the gentle electronic music perfectly complements Minecraft's open-ended nature and praised its ability to create instant nostalgia. They get it, bro. And because C418 owns all of the rights to his music despite Microsoft preferring otherwise, all of the press about this, all of the people covering it, solely focused on him. It wasn't just Minecraft soundtrack. Microsoft must be fuming. C418's music is iconic, up there in the metaphorical video game Hall of Fame. It's influenced
Microsoft. I'm not sure. Microsoft. Man, it's kind of complicated. It's like they hire Indians, but I'm not sure, man.
a generation of players, and I bet I'm not the only one who's
They hire Indians and they just go like, "Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel." Bro, I'm not kidding. They talk like this in English, bro.
listened to
Indians are so bad at English pronunciations.
Minecraft music during some of the most pivotal and emotional moments of my life.
If you like my YouTube video, please make sure to consider subscribing.
The only thing that's
Bro.
changed now is someone has officially recognized it.
Alright, cool.
If you enjoy
That was a good video. Not gonna lie. Skyboy.